In this third pillar of building a world-class business, we're going to be looking at structure, at your business structure. Now, when I say structure, there's a whole lot that goes around structure. What immediately comes to mind is, what structure am I going to register my business in? Am I going to run a business as a sole proprietor? In other words, just like me, I am the business and the business is me. Or am I going to structure it in a formal business structure, like a PTY Limited or a partnership or a company? Am I going to register a company, or am I going to run it as a sole proprietor? So when we think about structure, it's kind of the entity or the form that I'm going to operate my business in. And there are many different structures out there. And there's two things that I want you to consider when you're thinking about your business structure. Now, just bear in mind that your structure can change over time. You can start your business in one structure and you can change to a different structure as you grow, or even as you become smaller. But we're not in business to become smaller. We're in business to grow. So you can start off your business in one structure, and as you grow and develop, you can move into different structures. And there's a purpose in running your business in different structures. The first thing I want you to consider when you think about business structure is, what's your end game? In other words, what's the end game of your business? What are you trying to achieve at the end of this game? Are you running a side hustle? Are you running a business that's just another income stream? You might be working at the moment. You might be employed. You might be self-employed, and you might start something else like on the side. And you don't really want to grow this thing into a massive empire. You might only want to run it as a small business for forever and a day, or just to produce a little bit of extra income to be able to manage things or to afford certain things. So what's the end game? And with our coaching programs, we always look at our clients' end game. We always sit with them and we say, what is the goal? If you had to look at your business 25 years from now, what's your legacy that you're wanting to leave in your business? What do you want to achieve 25 years from now with your business? What does your business need to look like 24 or 25 years from now, your legacy? And then if we understand that, then we say, all right, now I know what my business needs to look like at the end of the game. So I can now work back and I can say, all right, if that's what I want to achieve at the end of the day, then I can start putting certain things in place now already so that I can move towards that end game. So in my business, for instance, I know where I'm going. I know what I want to achieve. I know that I want to be a multinational business. I want to be operating across the world internationally. And so I know that I have to put certain structures in place. I need to structure my business in a certain way so that I can reach that goal 25 years from now. If I was building a family business and something that I'm wanting to grow and eventually hand down to my children or to some family member, then I need to structure that business in a certain form. If I'm wanting to build a business that I can sell, and hopefully that's exactly what we want to do. We always say to our clients that you have to build an asset of value. You have to take this business, even if it's a side hustle, you have to take this thing seriously, and you have to build something that becomes an asset that you can sell one day or hand over, or the business can run itself and just produce an income for you. And it's very important for you to structure your business in the right kind of structure so that you can move toward that. And when I say structure, I'm not only talking about the entity that you register your business in, but also the way you structure your business around who you're going to employ, who's going to be part of your team, and how your business is going to be growing into that space. So that's the first thing you want to look at, is your end game. And the second reason for structuring is to be able to manage the risk within your business. Every business, guys, there's risk in every business. In fact, there's risk in everything you do in life. From getting up in the morning and stepping outside, getting into your car and going for a drive, there's risk in everything you do. And we want to be able to structure our business in such a way that we are mitigating the risk. In other words, that we are evaluating the risk, we understand the risk, and we're minimizing the risk for ourselves. And let me be a little bit more clear on that. If I am running my business in my own private capacity, let's say I'm a sole proprietor, I'm a one-man business, I'm the business and the business is me. That means that inside my business, all the risk, every single part of the business's risk rests on me, because I'm the business and the business is me. If something goes wrong in my business, heaven forbid, and guys, anything can go wrong. Accidents happen. COVID happened a number of years ago. So anything can happen. And if I haven't structured my business correctly and something goes wrong, I could end up losing all my personal assets as well. I could end up losing my car, my house, my family's assets as well. Maybe my spouse and I bought a place together. We bought a house together and we're paying it off. And now I'm running a business, but I haven't structured it correctly and I haven't separated the risk, the business risk from my own personal risk. I could end up losing my personal assets as well. So structure is very important for that. So that's why we register a business. That's why we structure our business in such a way that we have a business, we have an entity that carries its own risk. And I separate that risk from my private life and my private liabilities as well. And when we run multiple businesses, it's important to understand that as well. You might have different branches. You might have one business with different branches, or you might have different businesses. You cannot throw all of that stuff into one entity. You've got to separate the risk so that if something goes wrong in one of the entities, it doesn't affect the others. The others can carry on and they can keep going, and you can keep going as well. So when we think about structure and business structure, the third pillar of building a world-class business, it's important for those two things. What is the end game and what is the risk in my current business? And remember what I said in the beginning, guys, you can start off in one structure and you can change as you grow. You can change and you can now structure your business in a correct way so that you minimize risk. And I want to give you this advice. I want you to think very long and hard about what your end game is and about where the risk is within your current life and your business. And I want you to consider consulting somebody who's an expert at business structure. Maybe consult a coach, maybe work with your business coach and ask those questions and let them have a look at what the structures look like and how you've structured your business so that you have minimized the risk and the potential of loss within your business. Anything can go wrong, guys. And we don't expect things to go wrong. In fact, I expect everything to go right. And sometimes I get a rude awakening. But for myself, I know that I've structured my stuff in a correct way. I've separated the risk, my personal risk, my business risk in the different business entities as well, so that if anything ever had to go wrong, I'll be okay. I won't lose everything. I might just lose one entity, but that's okay because we can carry on with the others and we can start again. It makes it a lot easier to start again by separating your asset and your liabilities. So that's the pillar for today. This is one you need to take seriously, the structure of your business.